Hello, and welcome to this video on financial management. I am a member of ACCA's examining team for this exam. Financial management builds on knowledge gained from management accounting or MA. If you are exempt from MA, you should ensure that you are familiar with the content of the exam by referring to its syllabus and study guide. The knowledge from financial management is built upon further if you choose to take the advanced financial management option at Strategic Professional. So what are the key things for you to know about the exam? Objective test questions draw from all parts of the syllabus and everything is examinable. All objective test questions should be answered. If you are unsure, you should be able to make an educated guess for every question. All parts of constructed response questions should be attempted as well. There are two constructed response questions, both worth 20 marks and are human marked. The markers follow the own figure rule, so that if you made an error in your calculations, the error is penalized only once. The marker will follow your answer through to your logical conclusion and award marks accordingly. The 20-mark questions will mainly focus on two of the working capital management, investment appraisal, and business finance sections of the syllabus, but may also include other areas of the syllabus as well. The balance of narrative and calculation marks in the future will remain broadly similar to past exams, with calculation marks being between 40% and 50% of the exam. I will now emphasize some important points relating to financial management. First, it is essential to study the whole syllabus, and the format of the examination highlights this. You can be asked questions relating to any part of the syllabus. Second, it is essential to practice past examination questions. You will notice that there is more to the financial management exam than just calculations. Whilst it is true that you need to be able to use all the numerical techniques and methods in the syllabus, you also need to be able to understand and discuss these techniques and methods. In the exam, the longer questions will be a mixture of calculation and narrative requirements. If you focus solely on learning how to do the numbers, then you will find answering this style of question more difficult. Third, you should show your workings, label them, and set them out clearly. This is particularly important in the longer working capital, cost of capital, and NPV calculations. Otherwise, marks may not be awarded if a marker is unable to follow what you have done. There is no one correct way of doing this, and the best approach may depend on the context of the question or personal preference. It is perfectly acceptable to use the following approaches. To use a working area where the figure is built up, for example, a row for forecast selling prices, a row for forecast sales units, and then a third row displaying the forecast revenue. Or using arithmetic functions within a cell to compute a required figure, such as the cost of equity via the dividend growth model shown here in row 32. Markers will be able to look into the cells to award method marks. Another key skill in the exam is time management. By practicing questions to time, you will give yourself the best chance of completing the exam. Be strict here. Once your allocated time has passed, you should move on to the next question or requirement. You need to get into the habit of answering both calculation and narrative questions in the length of time that you would have available in the exam. It is also important to plan your answers to discussion questions. This should help you to avoid writing too much or too little for the marks offered. An important part of time management is making sure that you are familiar with the exam functionality and that you know how to use any spreadsheet formulae that you may want to use in the exam. Undertaking question practice using the practice platform will help you with this. In any examination, it is essential to read the question requirement carefully and to understand what you are being asked to do. In each sitting, there are some candidates who do not do this, and as a result include irrelevant material which scores few, if any, marks. Ensure that you are answering the question which has been asked and not writing everything you know about a topic in your answer. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have found this information useful, and I wish you the best of luck with your financial management exam.